these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points. Pass to Rice. Fires from deep. That shot, no good. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
A rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Pass to Rice. Fires for three. Connects from three-point range.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates.
Doncic outside. A beautiful reverse layup.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
And the pass to Rice. Launches a three. Roy can't hit.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Outside Roy. O'Neal against Lowry. And O'Neal gets it to go.
And O'Neal, just a brute on the block, simply overpowers the opposition.
Lowry passes to Gobert. The dish to Doncic. It's deflected, but they recover it. To the paint, here's Duncan, and Duncan throws it down.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
Here's Archibald. Hits the target from 18 feet.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Doncic looking it over. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, O'Neal with the defensive effort. For the Raptors, their last game, a loss to the Pistons in Detroit.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
They never really got into a rhythm, despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night. He's got the height advantage in that matchup, and he's going to look to exploit it.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Porzingis, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McHale comes in for Duncan. Simmons checked in for Doncic. And it's Dumars in for Kyle Lowry. Stolen by Robinson. Mitchell outside. Top to Rosen. Robinson down low. He's against Porzingis. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. DeRozan on the wing. He started by Hill. And DeRozan kicks to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Passes it to O'Neal. And the rebound goes to McHale. Tipped away. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Toronto ahead, leading by just 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing in your opinion?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
So for Toronto right now, Robinson is out there with Robinson. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. Here's Mitchell. A rebound by the Spurs.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a
break. Toronto. Ball is running. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. San Antonio trailing here. Dumars the pass to Simmons. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like. And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. He does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Here's Odom. Robinson pulls it in.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage.
Simmons with it. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons. His age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Simmons passes to Porzingis. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Robinson with the block. To the inside. And it's Robinson that time on the assist by Mitchell. And the Raptors lead by 2.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Gobert, he's checked in for Porzingis. Duncan comes in for McHale. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Lamar Odom. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Dumars. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Grant Hill, he's checked in for the Spurs. Shaq is checked in for Toronto. Outside Roy. Over Hill. The shot's good from Roy. Roy's got 6.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
Lowry passes to Duncan. Here's Doncic. And he makes good on the way. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Roy. Pass to Rice. Outside for Roy. Trying to get open is Shaq. No good from Roy.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Down low. Here's Doncic. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the Aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. .54 seconds left in the first half. Roy from outside. Good on the triple. He's got 9.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter. Shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. Gilmore grabs the miss. Raptors leading by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Spurs. Here's Doncic. And he banks in the layup. Doncic has got 10.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
And here's Roy. Here's Archibald. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Shaq's got the lead up to 3 now for the Raptors.
Challenging the defense at the rim. Something he does very well. Excellent tip-in.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Raptors lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we had. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period was 3 points. Looking at the second quarter scoring, they have a slight edge. They really... And that's a wrap. With the...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
We got Duncan, Hill out there with Lowry. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Gobert in at the center position. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Here's Roy. Here's O'Neal. Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just got up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing.
Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Here's Gilmore. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
And the dunk by Doncic.
This is what I like about Lowry. Not just looking for his shot, even though he's an excellent scorer.
So timeout called here. The first for Toronto.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And now a look at Rudy Gobert here. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. He's getting around 16 points a game, 14 rebounds, and over 3.5 blocks. And he knows how to use that big body to control the paint.
He's a bull inside. Let me tell you, when he starts to get that look in his eye, just get out of his way.
It's tipped. The Spurs have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Now here's Lowry. Defense right on him. Lays it up off the glass.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Roy kicks to Rice. Toronto working the ball around now. side Lowry. Pass to Duncan. Doncic with it. Back to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Here's Archibald. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Archibald's got 4 this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Lowry inside the line. Gilmore grabs the miss. Gilmore's got his 4th rebound in this one. And then Roy with the jam.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Here's Archibald. And that one is good. Archibald's got 8 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And there's the pass to Lowry. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Gobert with the block.
The size and reach of Gobert making him a tremendous defensive anchor, protecting the paint. His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
No good from Roy.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half, nothing in the second.
Passes it to Hill. Out to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Pulls it up. Rebound by the Raptors. Gilmore's got his 5th rebound in this one. Roy, that's a 2-pointer. Here's O'Neal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. A different look now for San Antonio. Zinkis, he's checked in for Duncan. Simmons comes in for Doncic, and it's Dumars in for Kyle Lowry. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Zinkis passes to Hill. And beyond the arc, that one doesn't drop. The Raptors have gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on those shots in the second half so far. Mitchell's shot is good.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by DeRozan. Teardrop shot, and it's Shaq laying it in. And now a 5-point Toronto lead.
Veteran move by DeRozan. Anticipates, causes the turnover, then sends him off to the races.
Simmons, the bounce pass. Porzingis, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third. The Raptors out in front as they end the third quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. They've got Robinson. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with DeRozan. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Archibald in at the point guard. Mitchell kicks to DeRozan. Pass to Archibald. 6 on the shot clock. Hill against Mitchell. From deep three-point range. And Simmons with the rebound.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
DeRozan against Simmons. DeRozan's shot is off. San Antonio trailing here. Pass to Hill. It counts. And the foul. And it's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Gobert, he's checked in for Porzingis. Duncan comes in for McHale. And Doncic is subbed in for Dumars. Toronto calls timeout.
The wheels have come off a little bit leading up to this timeout. He is taking some low percentage shots, and it's killing the floor of their offense. More motion, more ball movement, that should lead to better looks for him and for the entire team.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, during the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
And the Spurs pushing it up now. Grant Hill on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. Drilled from 11 feet out. Hill's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And because of his ability to attack the rim, Hill can use that mid-range jumper as a great second option. Keeps defenders honest when he's knocking that down.
Feeds it to Simmons. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Simmons got the lead up to 5 now for the Spurs.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
And Robinson throws it down.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Spurs.
To the inside, Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I like Gobert's attack mentality around the rim. You can tell he loves to throw it down.
Here's DeRozan. The teardrop falls in.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Simmons looking around. Here's Duncan. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Raptors trail by 5. Archibald passes to DeRozan. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. The Raptors making a switch here. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And stolen by Simmons. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
Both free throws good from Hill. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Hill against Roy.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're ahead by 5. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Stolen by O'Neal. And Roy with with a clear path to the hoop. And yes, it's good. Now it's just a 3-point Spurs lead.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
Out to Duncan, over O'Neal. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And the Spurs lead by 5. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Boy, that's a 2-pointer. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Doncic outside. From deep. He shoots again. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Raptors trail by 8. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. So he gets them both.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Doncic outside. No good that time. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Here's Archibald. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Doncic outside.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Boy against Hill. Now, here's O'Neal. He's covered closely. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Duncan. And an intentional foul right there.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
That's the first, and that puts them up by 5.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game. Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 20 seconds left in the game. Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Count it!
Yes, smart choice. I really like that play.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. The second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. And the Raptors call time here. They're down by 6. 17 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
They need a quick basket here.
Not only do they need a bucket, they need a 3 just to give them any chance at all.
"17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Takes it to Rice for 3. Up again. It drops.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
In a discussion of great two-way players in this league, sometimes Lowry gets overlooked, and that's a mistake. Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
Archibald can't hit. And so